Namaste. Welcome to a new episode of Yoga with Claire, still in the South Indian jungle. So today I would like to invite you to bring some more harmony in your practice and in your life as well. Just that sort of yoga on the mat and out of the mat. So harmony. To start with, let's come into a comfortable seat on the mat. So feel free to sit on anything comfortable. I'm sitting on my usual little meditation cushion. And let's come to Sukhasana. So Sukhasana is just an easy seat. So just, cross-leg position, closing your eyes, sitting straight, relaxing the shoulders, bringing the hands on the knees, maybe palms on the knees or maybe palms up, whichever feels more comfortable and natural for you. And let's take 3 deep breaths together to start the practice and start oxygenating ourselves. Inhaling all the way up slowly and taking the time to exhale fully. Let's do it 2 more times. Maybe exhaling through the mouth. 1 more time. Okay. Now let's try a pranayama exercise called Nadi Shodhana. So Nadi Shodhana is the alternating breath, so which means that we'll be breathing starting with the left nostril and then the right nostril. So we need to just close our nostrils alternatively, of course. So let's take the right hand. If you feel comfortable with the left hand, you can use it. Just, do the mirror way of what I'm doing. Okay, so we need to close first the right nostril and breathe through the left nostril. So using the thumb to close the right nostril, and then the other. So you might choose maybe the ring finger and either keep these to the heel of your hand, or maybe you can also touch your third eye if that feels comfortable and breathe like this. I think, I learned this way and that feels comfortable for me. So we'll be starting taking for 4 counts, inhale on the left and then exhaling on the right, closing the left and then inhaling again on the left side and closing, exhaling on the right side. Okay, so very easy. So if you feel that this is a little bit of, keeping your arm like this might be a little bit tiring, so you might want to just, put it on your side and just, rest it there. Or you can also use your other hand if that feels easier. Or some people even like to bring one knee up and breathe like this. So anything that you find is more natural for you. Okay, and this pranayama, Nadi Shodhana, is a very easy way to regulate both your emotion, body, energy, and this by regulating the left and right hemispheres in your brain. Okay, so let's start with the left side, which is usually associated with the moon, a more yin energy that will relax your nervous system and might relax your body and maybe activate a little bit more the mind, depending on what you're aiming for. But here we'll be doing asana, so your mind won't be activated. Okay, so let's start taking first 1 full breath together, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And then closing your right nostril. Let's inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Close the left and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the right. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Right exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Left inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Right exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, maybe at your own pace, keep doing it. A few more rounds. And last round. And when you've done your last exhale through the right, just come back to center and open the eyes. And from here, let's bring both of our hands to the mat, fingertips on the mat. And we'll be simply bringing our nose to the right side, twisting our necks gently, and really keep your arms long and activated. Really, you should feel a long stretch in the inside lines of your arms. Keeping the spine straight, and then left side, try to balance your sensations. The same stretch that you felt on the right side, try to reach it on the left side as well. And one more time to the right. Keep breathing, matching your breath with your movements. Maybe slow down the breath a little bit. And exhale, left side. And let's come back to center. From here, I will remove the props. Maybe you can do it too, because we'll be moving from our hips. So bringing the hands onto the knees, we'll be doing some circles first to the left, then circling all the way down and to the right. And really feel the spine moving in every direction, trying to bring your shoulder to the opposite knee every time. Doing some rotations in one direction, going maybe a little bit further in every round. And now let's switch to the other side, other direction, I mean. Okay, one last. Okay, and maybe come back to center. And from here, stretch to the front, so opening the chest, and then exhaling onto the ground. Maybe reaching a little further with the fingers, keeping your knees close to the ground. So if you cannot reach so low, just, try to go wherever you can, but keeping the spine long and straight. If I'm showing you from this side, you'll see that my spine is not curved. So I'm not doing this. I am keeping my spine long and nice, looking front, looking straight. And let's come back. Okay. And from here, let's face the front of the mat, bringing our feet on the ground, knees up, and we'll be switching the weight to come on the tippy toes, but still with the knees bent. So this is the toe squat that you might have practiced with me before. Okay, and from here just play a little bit, stretching the whole surface of the sole of the feet. Okay, and then bringing your weight to your hands on the ground. Maybe try to simply come to the other side of your foot. So I will do it again. Simply, bring your weight onto your hands and come to the arch of the feet. And once again, some gentle movement to stretch the feet. Okay, and let's come back to the toe squat. And now using your hands, we'll be coming to Tadasana, so stretch the legs. Inhale, all the way up slowly, rolling out the spine, slowly, slowly. And then shoulders rolling back and down. Let's come to the front of the mat in our first Tadasana. Okay, really nice. Spine long, belly in, tailbone tucked in slightly, and shoulders relaxed. Neck long. And from here, let's inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, looking up, reach up and front. And exhale all the way down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, halfway up. Maybe put your fingertips on your shin bones. And then exhale down, all the way down. And both your hands walk to the back of the mat. And let's come into Chaturanga Dandasana in one breath. Inhale, up. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Opening the chest, keeping your elbows close to the chest. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hips backwards and up. Long arms, maybe try to rotate externally slightly your arms. That will open the shoulders. Try to bring, to keep your shoulder blades away from each other and send the weight more to your heels. Let's keep breathing here. 2 more breaths. Long spine. Your sacrum is pointing to the sky. And next inhale, look front, and you can walk or jump to the front of the mat in Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, look up, and exhale, Tadasana. One more time. Inhale up, look up, reach up with your hands and your gaze, maybe slight back bend, and exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha. And exhale, walk or jump into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up, Urdhva Mukha. Keeping your glutes engaged, long legs. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Up. One more breath. Keeping some stillness. Try to keep a balance and equilibrium between effort and comfort. And inhale in the flow, look up, look front, and come walking or jumping to the front. And exhale all the way down, Inhale up. Let's come up, Urdhva Hastasana. Slide back bend, and exhale, Tadasana. Okay, one more time. Inhale up, Urdhva Hastasana. Back bend, engaging the glutes, going a little bit further. And exhale down, bend forward, trying to bring your belly, your rib cage to the thighs, maybe keeping the knees bent. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha. let's try to move in a flow, in a harmonious flow of movement. And exhale, jump or walk to the back of the mat in Chaturanga. Inhale, up, Urdhva Mukha. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Strong hands, really try to keep in mind this grip of the hands, grip of the feet, as if you wanted to tear the mat away from you with your hands and feet, and bring the weight backwards, more to your heels. Okay. And from here, we'll be lifting up. Inhale, lift up the toes, and come a little bit forward, but not all the way, and simply bring the heels left, so twist to the left, and bring your hips down in a low twist, like a twisted plank, side plank, and exhale, center, inhale, lift the toes up, bring them to the right side, and bring the hips down all the way down. And inhale all the way up, up and back in downward facing dog. Okay, really nice. Let's look to the front of the mat and inhale, walk or jump to the front. Exhale down, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Slight back bend, and exhale, Tadasana. Let's do one sun salutation B. So feet together in Tadasana. Let's inhale, bringing the hips down and come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Keeping your navel close to your spine so your core is engaged. Don't arch the back, looking front. And try to keep a nice line with your knees and toes. It's not too bad if you have the knees slightly front, but this will keep your muscles more engaged if you are really coming down on your hips, so the glutes will be more engaged. Okay, that was a very long chair pose. Exhale down. Inhale, Ardha, halfway up. And exhale, walk or jump to Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And here directly inhale, bring the right foot front into Virabhadrasana 1, so warrior 1. And let's come up into this first warrior 1. Left foot is 45 degrees, keeping the hips square, and just come a little bit more down onto your right leg. Keeping the spine long, looking front or up. And exhale all the way down, hands down, in plank and Chaturanga. Inhale up, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And inhale, left foot front. Come up in Virabhadrasana 1. So once again, the right foot is 45 degrees. The leg is really strong and engaged. Try not to fall forward or don't arch too much. Try to keep, spine long, going in the direction of the sky. And maybe look up and come a little bit more down onto your left knee. Okay, on the next exhale, let's come down, hands down, left foot back, and Chaturanga. Inhale, up, Urdhva Mukha, and exhale, back in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, nice. Let's stay here for another full breath. Maybe adjust yourselves. Hips back and up. Spine long. And shoulders away from each other. Let's inhale, look up, and walk or jump to the front of the mat. Feet between the hands. And exhale all the way down. And inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, Tadasana. Okay, really nice. Now, hands on your hips. Let's open, inhale, open in Trikonasana. So, the left heel will be in the line, maybe approximately the middle of your right foot. So right foot back, 90 degrees, opening the hips, long spine, arms open to the side, as if you are really trying to push something with your fingertips. So really keep your arms long and activated, looking front, chest open, facing front. And then on the next exhale, let's bring ourselves slightly front, and then let's come down in the same flow of movement. Left hand to the shin bone, and while keeping the hips really nicely open, looking up to your right hand, right arm really long. Don't collapse too much. You can, of course, use a prop or even hold yourself on your shin bone. It's better to not go too low, maybe stay here, but really keep in mind that you have to open your hips, so try to rotate externally your hips and your legs. Okay, let's breathe another breath here. Okay, and then on the next exhale, let's bring both of our hands, bend the left knee, both of our hands down, squaring the left foot, and then inhale. Let's bring the right leg up and come to this balancing pose, like a Virabhadrasana C, so warrior 3, but with the support of the hands. And from here, a little bit of challenge, so feel free to use a prop once again. So maybe you have a block or a cushion that you can use underneath your left hand. And on the next inhale, let's open onto Ardha Chandrasana. So you don't need to come too high, but feel free to use this prop and open the right arm up, opening your right leg. So toes are pointing slightly up. And then exhale. Let's come back up like Trikonasana, but up. And then bringing the left foot to the front, facing front, opening, extending up. And then let's fold forward in this wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita. I forgot the name. It's coming back now. Prasarita. Okay. So bringing the heels of your hands in line with your heels. Let's fold really from the hips, trying to keep a long back. And then inhale halfway up, hands on the hips. And come all the way up. Nice. From here, let's extend the arms on the side. Bring your right foot, right toes pointing to the back of the mat. And let's come in preparation for Trikonasana on the other side. Okay, let's take an inhale here. And on the exhale, reach forward, trying to keep your left leg still rotating externally, keeping the hips open. And let's come down to Trikonasana to the other side. The chest is open. And look up to your left fingertips. Let's keep breathing here. Really try to keep in mind this openness of the side of the chest. Really strong push in the feet. And then on the next exhale is bring both of our hands squaring the right foot, bending the knee, coming to this low lunge. And then on the next inhale, let's really have a strong grip with the hands and let's bring the weight front and lift the left leg. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. With a long back, you can look front. You can use a prop if that is a little bit too low for you, or keep the knee bent. And on the next inhale, we'll be opening the right side, opening the hip, and let's come into Ardha Chandrasana. So feel free to use a prop. I have my little cushion here. And let's try to keep the balance here. And open, maybe looking up. And try to find a harmonious lines in your, body parts. Arms in a line, legs also strong and in a long line. So don't let your legs like this collapse. Try to keep them engaged. And then exhale, left foot on the ground. Let's come to Trikonasana preparation. And then both the feet looking from, once again, open up and reach up. Slide back, bend. And exhale, come back. And come to Tadasana, to the front of the mat. Okay, from here, bring your feet as wide as the mat. I'm being eaten up by mosquitoes again. Uh-oh. And let's come into Malasana. Exhaling, bending the knees, bringing the hips down. And let's open in this yogic squat. So keeping a long spine, trying to push actively the knees and the elbows, and keeping your hands in prayer mudra, namaskar mudra. Looking front. Let's stay here, maybe close the eyes for another couple of breaths. Really find your center here. Malasana, when you find the comfort of the pose, is a very grounding and safe pose, I think. Okay, and from here we'll be doing now some gentle movements. So bringing one knee in, pushing, opening slightly, looking back in a small twist, and then doing it onto the other side. Please, once again, find the balance and harmony between the breath, the movement, and the ease and the effort. Let's find also this harmony and equilibrium between stability and growth and movement. So even if we're not moving much, we're still in a nice flow. Okay. And let's come back to center. And from here, simply bring your glutes to the ground, to the mat, feet on the mat. Ooh. Ooh, little bites. And let's come into Navasana. So from here, keeping the chest really nice, open and long spine, arms open. Let's inhale and bring our legs up. So maybe you want to stay with legs slightly bent, maybe 90 degrees. Maybe if this is too difficult for you, you can even practice holding your legs, and then maybe eventually finding the balance and stretching the legs. Keep breathing here. And exhale down on the mat. Okay, don't cross the legs, just simply slowly reach down And bring yourselves down on the mat. Okay, really nice. Let's take a moment here. Just feel whatever's happening in your body right now. Is there more space? Is there a strong flow of energy, or is the energy a little bit slower? Is the tension gone, or maybe you have built some tension? Just observe and notice. And from here, we'll be bringing the arms to the sides, perpendicular to your body. And let's come to a twist, supine twist, so knees up. And you can either stay with both legs stacked onto one another, or I like to cross, cross my legs. And from here, maybe take first a deep inhale. And then exhale, come to the left side. So if you're twisting to the left side, you want your right leg crossed onto the left side. And from here, to keep both of your shoulders to the ground, you might want to press a little bit your left arm on the ground, keeping a little bit of energy in this arm to really bring this right shoulder down. Okay, and from here, really try. Ooh, I'm battling with the mosquitoes again. Really try to find the sensations in your body. So where does the twist, have an impact? Is it your lower back? Is it more in your abdomen? Just notice these sensations and ease into them. Keep breathing, feeling the waves of your breath in your abdomen. And on the next inhale, let's slowly come back to center. If you have crossed legs, you want to switch the crossing of the legs. And from here, let's take a deep inhale. And exhale, come to the other side, other twist. Really keeping your shoulders in touch with the mat. So if you need, for instance, I'm showing you, some people will need to use a little cushion like this so they can be more comfortable in this twist. And looking to the opposite side of the legs, maybe pressing a little bit onto your right arm on the floor and bringing your left shoulder more in touch with the floor. Try to find the same sensations that you felt previously into your other side. And once again, let's try to harmonize the movements, the breath, and the practice between the left and the right side. Feel the breath in the abdomen, the gentle movements with each breath. And on the next inhale, slowly come back to center. And let's come then into Shavasana, opening your legs as wide as the mat, the arms as wide as the mat. Sorry, a little wider than the mat. And micro adjust yourselves to really be able to melt on the ground and fully abandon yourself to this last posture. Slowly bring some energy back in your body. Maybe some gentle movements, deeper breath, knees close to you, and then find your way to come back to seated position with the least mental and physical agitation. So keeping this quality of presence, this harmony between the mind, the body and the heart. Let's come to an easy seat. Feeling the verticality of your spine. Bringing your hands in prayer to your heart. And maybe you can say with me, or maybe silently, or not, if you don't want to. But I invite you to say your gratitude for this calm and harmony. I am grateful for calm and harmony in my being. And inhale, bring your palms to your forehead, still in prayer mudra. And if you wish, bow down to the ground with humility and gratitude for your practice. Namaste. Thank you very much.